What's going on, y'all? We're going to get started in a second. About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, what's going on, y'all? Just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to leave the indices alone for now. So I was just looking at the charts. There are some potential setups, but there are a lot of setups as well that have already started to move. One of them was gold. GJ started dropping as well. I was looking at a sell setup earlier. I could have jumped in on it, but again, I just trade London, New York. But as you can see, I was looking for a sell setup here. Price already broke down, and it literally dropped like from right here on 66, 79. Yeah, like 60 pips. So I'm gonna see what's gonna retrace back up. And it retraces back up, gonna see how it reacts, and possibly look for another sell or buy, depending on how it looks like. Because I'm looking at the other JPY pairs, and at the moment they kind of look like buy setups. We're gonna look at them again and see how it reacts going into London. Goes on this wall right here. So if it can stay underneath here, we can already see prices already made a nice drop down. And now it's broken under here, and now it's chilling underneath this level. So if price can stay underneath here and treat as resistance, we can potentially see price come as low as around like 1728. As we can see right here on the 15-minute time frame. As we zoom in, how price has just been bouncing off of it. So if we can stay underneath this level of price and underneath this wall it just made, like right here, I might look for a sell setup. I'm most likely going to wait till closer to New York to jump in. But if I see the move beginning, I might jump in. I don't know yet. But let's see, like stop loss, like right there. But we're going to go back to that. Euro USD made a drop already. I actually caught a sell on this on Friday. I don't know if anyone kept holding it over the weekend or anything, but it was in drawdown for like a day, 2 days. Thing finally dropped down. Let's see here. Gonna leave EJ alone for now. Euro New Zealand, we caught a sell on this live on Friday. It looks like it's doing a repeat of last week. It's already retested here and dropping down, so it's a little too far for me to want to enter. But if it retraces farther up, I might look for an entry. This was the day we jumped on it and then did that rejection wick up, which was just hit a level of traffic. And then we see right here retraced up. Then it chilled here for a few hours. Then if we zoom in, you can see our price tapped this level, this line right here, and slowly rejected back down. So for now, I'm just going to leave that alone. I want to see if we can retrace back up to the daily zone perhaps. And if we can do that, then I'll probably pay attention to it. Your AED did the same thing. Tapped this daily zone, rejected. So for now, I'm just going to leave that alone. So this is what I was talking about. A lot of moves already happened. So we're just going to have to wait for new opportunity or retracements. That's all we got to do. So GJ is looking at like a good setup here. But I want to see if it's going to stay underneath this level. So it did a nice reaction off this daily zone. You see how it bounced off and it shot back up. So this is a strong resistance level, like we can see right here. So if we can stay underneath this level, depending what it looks like going into New York, might jump in on this sell. So we're going to see what it looks like. And so it already did a nice job. It's retesting right now. It's underneath this wall of price right here. The line right there. So it's underneath this wall of price right here. And we can see that on a smaller time frame. We can see how price, when we zoom in, we can see right here how price is reacting to this line. You also see how it's reacting to this line, and then you see how it came down, retested, then dropped back under, and now it's retesting it right here. So ideally, I'd like to see it come back up here, especially with GJ, because there's a huge pip difference. So I want it to come at least at the daily or this level price around 166.80 before I want to pay attention to it. So I'm just going to scan back and forth. But again, another move. This thing dropped like 50 pips. So we're just going to have to wait for retracements or new opportunities. Anything late. So GN is right back our entry from Friday as well. Called this trade live last Friday as well. And it did a nice drop down. Then it retraced back to the 4-hour level of price right here. And then we can just see how price has just been bouncing. So we're going to see what it looks like going into London and when volume starts to pick up. But it is Monday, so just going to be watching and waiting for now. I'm going to leave that one alone. GBCAD. Possible sell setup if we can stay underneath around like 58. What is this? Like 58.70. Could possibly see a sell setup here. Let's go on a daily. Yeah, so we got like 16 minutes till London starts. Then we'll see if we can jump in something. But really looking at it, it kind of is making a nice little bullish move up. So I'm going to wait to see if we can break back up above there. So I'm going to see what GC is trying to do. Because you can see it's made a nice shot up. Rejection wicks pushing up. Then the current daily candlestick's got a rejection wick pushing up as well. So we're actually going to let this marinate a little longer before we jump into anything. So we're just going to wait and see. There's like a slight wall right here though. So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna keep that in mind. But let's keep going down the list. Gonna leave that alone. 80 JPY. Same thing. Made a nice little drop. I'd like to see it retrace up a little bit more if possible. I'd like to see it come back to around, let's say like right here. This is what I ideally like to see it come up to. So we're just going to see what happens when London session starts. We're going to leave that alone. 80 New Zealand. Caught this one as well. Caught this in a free Telegram. First link in the description. So it's currently on this level of price at about like 0.840. So let's go on the daily first. So looking at the daily, we can see it's in a downtrend. Had a nice bull run here. Well, around this time last year, it was an uptrend started. Now we can see clear lows. We caught a few sells in the past, but it's been really choppy and/or we just missed other opportunities. But we caught a sell on Friday, but we can clearly see lows being made. So I want to wait for it to break underneath this level, this blue line, and treat it as a resistance. And if it can do so, possibly look for a sell. But again, this is the daily time frame, so that's 2, 4, 5 red candles so far. So it could very much so bounce back up, and then we could look for another sell opportunity probably later today or tomorrow. Because again, we got to acknowledge this is a strong support level as well. And when price came here last week or 2 weeks ago, harsh rejection off this level, and then we can see price dropped under, but rejected back up. So we're just going to wait and see what it tries to do. Because when we go into 15, we can see price is just chilling right here. It's been really just stuck here. You know what I'm saying? So We're going to wait for volume to show us if it's trying to treat this as a support. Whoops, that's ugly. Treat it as a support, or if it's going to treat it as a resistance. So we're just going to wait and see. $80K, we're going to leave that alone for now. New Zealand USD is about to hit a strong level of price. So I'm going to see how it reacts to that level. We'll leave it alone for now. There's New Zealand JPY. Currently a red candle in the daily time frame, and it is currently underneath the daily zone I have marked off here, around like 86.20-ish. So let's go, not on the 8-hour. Whoops. Let's go on this one time frame. So hit the 4-hour level I had marked off. They rejected it. It's looking like a slight retest. So we're going to have to see what it's going to do. Because again, we can see it's a strong resistance level here, resistance. Then when it broke above the support level, and currently it's getting treated as resistance. Then we see this huge rejection wick off the same level of price. Then we see this rejection wick pushing price up. Price, you see, more rejection wicks. So this is a level of price where price repeatedly reacts to. You know what I'm saying? So going to have to wait and acknowledge to see what price is trying to do. So it is respecting this level as a support. So we're going to wait and see what the next candlesticks do. Let's see. So CHFJPY though, it's actually on top of the support level. Excuse me. So it's actually on top of the support level. It's interesting. It's currently pushing up. So when we look at the other JPY pairs, are they pushing up as well? Yeah, they are slightly pushing up. JPY, let's see what that's up to. It's red right now. It's on this lower price. Yeah, so we're gonna wait and see. So while we're doing that, we can go ahead check out the indices as well. So US30, the way it's looking, like we are still bullish, but that could change this week because we do have some red folder news going down this week. I think we got like IPC or something. Let me see. So we don't have anything today. We got a CPI tomorrow. We got governor speaking. We got FMOC tomorrow at 11 a.m. going into New York. Then we got later on FOMC members speaking. Then we got red folder, but I don't really care about that. I don't trade during that time. Then Wednesday, right into London, we got Euro red folders back to back. Then right after that, GBP is going to have some red folders. Then 9:45, we got the flash service PMIs. So I want to see if that's going to help shake out the wiki days, because I'm like really trading off the wiki days. But as of now, what I do see US30 doing is it's currently underneath this 4-hour level, and it's been rejecting it for a while. So if it can continue to do so, we can see price come to at least like 33,600, 33,600 to 33,000 580-ish. And depending on how it reacts to that level, it's either going to bounce back to this 4-hour, or it can come back down to the daily level around like 33,000, 300-ish. But as we look right here, it is currently rejected this level, retested the level here. Let me zoom in. I don't know if y'all can see that. We see rejected this level here. Then we see the retest of the 4-hour level. Then we see the retest of this first wall underneath the 4-hour level. We see the retest here. And we see price currently dropping. It's kind of underneath this wall here. So by the way it's looking, we could see price continue to drop down. But we're going to wait to see what the opening London candlestick looks like, and we'll go from there. But it is Monday, and this stuff's not really going to pick up till New York session anyway, especially on a Monday. So we're just going to wait and see. But we see NAS doing the same thing. It's on the 4-hour level, and it's currently on top of it's on a 4-hour level, but it is currently underneath it the way I have it marked off. We do have a nice big green candlestick here that could get filled up. We got about 9 minutes till London. It's doing very similar movements as US30, which isn't too much of a surprise. But again, the way it's looking as of now, I could possibly see it dropping. But we're going to wait to see what especially the opening London session candle looks like. And then it's just still playing around. Probably just going to go until closer to New York, around like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. Now, EUSDX, well, let's go to GBPJPY first. Let's skip that one. Now, GBPJPY, the way I have it marked off, is looking a little bit different. Again, these are all very bullish. Even the US30 NAS and SPX, but as of now, like on a short term, you could possibly, it's looking like a sell. But overall, on the bigger time frames, it is very bullish. But on all the daily time frames, they are close or on a strong level of price support resistance level that it could potentially reject. You can see on this 4-hour level how price is reacting to these wicks, as well as how price would hit this level multiple times and drop down, and also how price is treating at support level here. So there's a level to acknowledge. But on Friday, it exploded and pushed up above it, so it is looking bullish. Then on EUSDX, okay, it just dropped back under the daily zone, but we do have a strong level price right here that it could hit and bounce back up. So we're just going to wait and let these charts marinate and then go there. The US oil is doing what I wanted it to do. I wanted to retrace back to the daily zone. That's what I wanted to see it do. So that's doing what I wanted to see it do. Gold, similar to the indices, it's looking like a good sell setup. From the 4-hour zone, it's already dropped like almost 500 pips, like 400 pips and some change, which isn't too bad. So I would like to see a retest. And if it continues to show signs it's trying to do that, then I will jump in on a sell. If it can continue to do what it's showing. So we want to see what the next 15 look like. I want to see it retrace a little bit more. I already did a retest of the daily though, so that's good. Yeah, so I do want to jump in on another sell. That's for sure. If it can continue to stay underneath a strong level of price. It's got that slight level of traffic to the side, but it's actually underneath a nice wall right there. I like to see a retrace. I'm not going to try to chase the trade. I'm let it do its thing for now. All right, so looks like I'm paying attention to New Zealand pairs again because it looks like they're the best price point setups. Gonna be looking at gold, like how that's looking. Go pay attention to the oil. So let's see what else, because everything else is already doing something. So we want to see which ones are the best setups. GBCAD, okay, we could possibly see something, but I feel like it wouldn't drop all the way back down. Let me see something. So I might try to stay out of that one. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, no, I don't think so. Not yet. I mean, it could, but I don't think so yet. We'll see. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me see what your account is. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. 80 New Zealand. Let's take a closer look at this. So let's trying to push back under. So there's a nice wall right here. So if we can stand underneath that wall, look to the left. It's kind of a lot of pips right there. Let's see something. Let's see if we can find something. Okay. Because it's been a year since it's been this low. So I'm trying to do some back testing real quick. Oh yeah, I got a video ready for y'all. Just gotta do a little bit more edits, but it's dropping today for sure. Be on the lookout for that. So another trade breakdown video. Gonna drop some more videos as well. Gonna start mixing it up again, so be on the lookout for that. I just have to literally just edit them. That's literally it. Just have a bunch of footage that I gotta edit. Gonna make that blue. So we're just gonna keep an eye on this. So just like some New Zealand pairs. Let me find something else though. So I don't want to just trade strictly correlating pairs, but literally everything else we're gonna have to wait till later on to London or closer to New York to even consider messing with, which isn't a problem. But let's see here. Yes, that's it. Well, we got time. Let's just look at the indices. Yeah, so it's respecting this wall right here. So it's definitely interesting. But I'd like to see a retracement before we enter, but it is respecting this wall as well, which is interesting. Price is currently underneath it. Yeah, so I might hit the daily again. But it's just really choppy right here. There's a lot of lows of traffic here. But it's definitely struggling to hit that daily zone again. So I'm confident when that news comes out, it's going to make price push that way or whatever. It's going to make price get out of this funk. That's what I want to see it do at least. So we can get back to trading it the way I want to. The NAS is dropping down as well. So these are looking like some potential sell setup. So when this session did just start, so we're going to leave these alone. Let's go to the currency pairs. So let's look at gold real quick. So gold looks like it's about to drop again. So we're going to wait for a retest. I'm not going to jump in on that. Well, I'm not at least, but I'm going to wait for a retest. But that is a good sign that's trying to do that. So off the retest, I'm entering a sell for sure. Unless it shows me otherwise, but New Zealand, it's a little too far from me. And this is like the third or fourth time I can remember where like moves like started doing their thing before London. So I've been thinking like, do I need to start like looking at the charts at like midnight now? Or like 1 a.m. So we're gonna see if price can stay underneath this. I mean, I don't know. I might start looking at price around that time, see how it moves, and possibly look at that. Looking at GN is under a strong wall. See a nice rejection wick down. It's very choppy. A lot of traffic is struggling to break through right there. And we can really see that by these crazy rejection wicks on the daily time frame. So this is basically showing price just play ping pong all day. And it's struggling to really break out of the box on the two daily zones. And we can see to the left, it's literally doing a repeat of this. Just it's currently stuck in here. So it's going to keep doing this thing until when it hits this lower price, it's either going to shoot off and go up, or it's going to break down, hit this level, or it's going to break above, react to this level, then drop down, or break above. But until it breaks this box, it's just going to keep doing the same shit. So we're going to put that back. But it is at a good entry for a sell. But definitely on Friday, they sure did struggle to break through those levels. They finally ripped through a little bit, but they definitely did struggle to do so. So I want to see if we can hit the daily zone today. Put my stop loss. I'm going to do a similar stop loss. I'm going to do it like this. All right, let's see here. GBPJPY is still dropping as we speak. So let's take a closer look at GBPJPY. Did a retest, did a drop, still underneath this level. Could see a possible sell setup. Not too crazy levels of traffic. So if the volume's trying to pump it down, we could possibly see a sell setup here. Let's put it like at least to this 4-hour level. That's what I'd like to see. So this would be possible 1 to 3 risk to reward. But we're going to wait to see how this candlestick finishes. The 5th, then go from there. 80 GBPJPY is still pushing up, which is fine. Let's see what 80 New Zealand's up to. That thing's rejecting that level still. Yeah, so we're just going to let that do its thing. Price pushing back up. Yeah, so it's about to retest this level. So let's see how it reacts to hitting this level. It's hitting this level of traffic right here, which is probably why it's struggling to continue to drop down. We're going to watch this. See what goals up to. Goals pushing up as well. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting. So main ones we're gonna be looking at, the indices, keep an eye on them. GN, possibly gold if you retrace a little bit higher. Let's see what else. Looks like it's gonna be just GN, gold. GJ is pushing up, possibly GJ if we can push up some more. GP CAD. Okay, 80 JPY. All right, that looks about it for now. Let's just stick on this one. So hit this level of traffic right here. It's pushing back up. So ideally, I don't even want to say what I want to look for. Is what like price does. So it did a nice rejection wick. So I want to see how price reacts after it finishes the retest to determine if we can look for a sell setup to around like 165.80 or if price is going to break above this daily level. So that's really what we're going to be waiting to see what price is going to try to do. And then with gold, I'd like to see retest a little bit more to look for a possible sell setup. Let's see what this is up to. That's pushing back up. US30 is pushing back up as well. NAS is as well. Let's see what SPX is. Yes, trying. Yeah, so it's going to be chilling for right now, which is fine. So it's going to be a possible sell setup. Just going to be waiting for the retest. So I guess stop loss. That's decent. So as of now, it's still rejecting it, but it's just 9 minutes in. It looks like it's trying to drop again. USDX was trying to drop as well. Decent amount of pips right there. Let's see what the next candlestick looks like. We got 4 minutes to the next 15. So let's see what that looks like before we just jump in. Anything. That's trying to push back up now. That's what I want to see. So we're going to see if we can push up some more. Let's see what the JPY pairs are up to. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a boring stream for now. We already went through all the charts. There ain't really much to talk about. We're just going to be watching the charts and just waiting. Price is pushing up at the last minute before the next 15 comes out. It's a huge candlestick up. Huge candlestick up. That's crazy. It jumped on it. Yeah, JPY pairs are pumping up right now. Beating New Zealand, drop back under. I want to see if price can break this wall. So if price can break that wall, we can possibly go for a sell setup here. Just put price right about there. Decent stop loss. New 15 just started. See what it's looking like. So it looks like it's going to try to make his move from right here. Whatever is too cool. It's not a 1 to 2, but it could keep dropping. Let me look to the left. There ain't no traffic right there. Just retested on the only traffic. Okay, here's some traffic. So we got a slight wall. So it could from here go to like 1741, 1740. Well, 1741. Depending on how it reacts to that level. We got another wall. So it could drop another. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for a retracement. For now. Let's see what the indices. Looks like these are trying to drop. Just did a retest. Not trying to break this level of traffic. Now it's doing the same thing. Very tempting. It's just the first minute in though. So we're gonna wait and see what it does and how it closes. And then we're gonna go from there. Definitely gonna jump back on them though, because they are ripping down. Which is interesting. But it's got this wall right here. And those things are ripping down. Let me see if gold's doing that. Yeah, gold's ripping down too. New Zealand pairs. All the other pairs are retracing. Let's go. Let's go on a smaller time frame. Yeah, so this is pushing up. Nice rejection wick underneath. Hit this wall. See it struggling to break it, just like the last 15. So we're going to see how it reacts to that wall right there. GN is pushing back up. GBCAD looks like it's trying to drop down. AD New Zealand is trying to drop down as well. And I think retrace back up. Yeah, so we'll see how that closes. See if gold's did the same thing. Yeah, retrace back up as well. Oil looks like it's trying to break this level. Could possibly look for a sell setup if it can break this level. Ideally, I like to obviously get an entry up here, would catch more pips, and it'd be the least risky. I mean, if you calculate your lot size and all that, you'll still be fine. I'm talking about like least risky as in higher probability of doing it, but it could also do it from here. So we're just gonna put this here, trade reference, and then see how price reacts to that 4 hour zone. We do see on the 4 hour price rejecting off of this red candlestick. So we can see here when we zoom out, the nice drops down. See price retest, did a nice retest here, nice drop, boom, nice drop. So we could possibly see price drop from here. We can see price come up to here, then drop. But as of now, it's trying to push back down. So we're going to wait to see how price reacts when it actually hits and attempts to break through that level. So we're going to let price do its thing for now. This is trying to drop back down. Yeah, so we're going to wait to see how this candlestick looks once it closes. SPX trace back up as well. Yeah, so we're just going to be chilling for now. So notice how it's breaking bubble heavily. It touched it, try to break through it, but still rejecting off of it. So we're going to see if it can push back over. If it pushes back under, we'll pay more attention to it. I'm not going to say we're going to jump in because it has built a nice wall that we can see right here. So there's like slightly another level that I'd be concerned with. Like put it like, yeah, we'll do that. And then we're going to enter from there. That'd be, yeah, so we're going to put that there. GBCAD. Got a nice wall price right here as well. So we're going to wait to see how it reacts. 80 USD still dropping. But we're not even going to mess with it until we see how it reacts to that 4 hour level. Yeah, so we're just waiting, letting price do its thing right now. 80 New Zealand. Slowly trying to do some. Yeah, so we're just chilling. All right, bet. So I like how these are looking. Now gold is the prettiest risk to reward, but it is trying to continue to push down. And it did do a retest of this low price, this wall right here, and rejected it. My thing is, if we enter and it hits a wall, we'll just have to be sure to secure it because it could do a good rejection back to the 4 hour, or it could continue to dump. But as of now, it is attempting to continue to break that level. So we're going to see what we got a new 5 minute about to pop up in about a minute. Then we got 5 minutes until the next 15 as well. So we're going to see what that looks like. But price is rejecting off that wall for the indices. Oils touched the 4 hour, and you can see how it hit it. And it's rejecting it, well, reacting to it as of now. Gold's pushing back up as well. GJ pushing up, which is fine. Yeah, so we're just gonna be waiting. All right, so we got a new 5 minutes. Let's see what this is looking like. Rejecting. Yeah, so during this time, when price is slow, just doing its thing. Man, I probably on YouTube watching anime or something. Just patiently waiting. Definitely one of the slower London sessions, but it'd be like that sometimes. We can't make price do what it do. If we could, then Forex would be on easy mode. So we're just waiting. I want to see how GJ reacts to this daily zone right here. GN still respecting this level. It's try to push up like we last saw, but it's still respecting this level, which is a good sign. Definitely a good sign. See what GC's up to. Yeah. See what goes up to. All right, bet. Yes, we're gonna let it do its thing. So we got like 30 seconds to the next 15. It's close to hitting the daily zone. Yeah, gold's respecting this wall right here. Yeah, so I'm going to see what this next 15 looks like. Nice rejection wick up. Yeah, it's rejecting down. Alright, so starting off red. Alright, that's what I like to see. So we're going to wait to see how it reacts after it breaks that level. Definitely like that. Let's see what goes up to. Was about to attempt to drop that. This is breaking under, which I like. You see how it's reacting off of this, so we're still going to wait a little bit. I'm not going to just jump in right now. I'm going to see if it can do what I need it to do. So far, it is doing that. I like that. So before we jump in, we're going to at least wait 5 to 10 minutes before we jump in. But I definitely like what it's doing right here. Let's look at gold real quick. Let's look at GBPCAD. GBPCAD turning red as well. Might be a tempting sell. Definitely tempting. I like what it's doing. Now, will it go zone to zone? That's to be determined. I'm not going to jump in yet, though. But I do like how that's looking. That's reacting off that wall right there. GBPJPY. Didn't really hit the daily zone, but it is rejecting down. So we're going to see if it will stay underneath this level. But I still want to wait till New York, actually. So I'm going to wait till New York or see what the next couple 15-minute candlesticks look like. And then go from there. 280 New Zealand's up to. All right, but something's dropping. That's dropping as well. Yeah, so I like the signs of this. So we're gonna wait and see here. Kind of like this. So I might get it ready. Kind of like how it's looking. So of course, before anything, let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out. But do keep an eye on it. It is Monday, so it might not go zone to zone, and it could very much retrace, depending how it reacts to this wall here. So we're about to wait in a second. But I'm going to get the trade idea written up and ready, just in case I do decide to enter. And then we're going to go from there. Now, granted, we could have entered there when it broke underneath, and we could have caught like, what is that, like 93.08. Could have caught like 8 pips, but I want to catch at least. I wanted to come to at least right here, minimum. So that's why I'm patiently waiting. So I'd much rather get like the big move. Yeah, so I'm gonna let it do its thing for now. Let's see what else we're looking at. GBPJPY. That's dropping under as well, so that's looking tempting. Gold's trying to think. These things are dropping as well. Not the indices, but gold. Well, US30 looks like it's about to try to drop. These things look like they're trying to try to drop. I'm gonna lie. I usually try not to trade those until New York. So I went over the prices already of where they could possibly hit. But for now, I'm leaving alone. I'm just gonna look see what these currency pairs are up to. So I bounced off this level, but it is currently staying underneath the first level that I ideally wanted to stay under. So we're going to see what this 5-minute looks like. Just going to go on this. Let's go AD New Zealand real quick. Okay, this is looking nice as well. Yeah, so we're going to pay attention to these two. So I like how they're looking. Ceiling. So I want to see it close underneath here and stay, because we see it's tried multiple times, and soon right after it is reversed back up. Now we do have our stop loss going to be placed above a nice wall, but still it'll be more likely to go in our favor if it can definitely stay underneath this orange line and treat it as a resistance level. So that's the main reason why we're waiting for that to happen. Now this is doing a good job. It hit that level, it's rejecting it, so we just need to see it close and continue to do that, and then we might jump in on something. Now gold, yeah, I can see the way gold's moving. I can see gold dropping down and at least hitting like 1740, but that's like 100 pips. So depending on how it reacts to 1740, it could come down to 1730. You can see that happening. I'm gonna go back to that though, because it is looking tempting. It is looking tempting. GJ reacting to that level. So we're just gonna chill for a second. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be patiently waiting. Definitely some good signs here. What's my Oil's slowly doing what I want to see it do. Slightly tempting. Let's go back to GC. See what GC is up to. So GC is dropping under as well. Let's go take a deeper look on the 5 minute. Okay, it's doing a nice retest, which is what I want to see it do. So all the GBP pairs are doing nice retests right now. 80 New Zealand's following suit. Okay, that's nice. Completely different from these candlesticks. Well, actually, let's scratch that. Let's take a deeper look. Okay, so it might be similar to that one, but it's definitely a good look that it did drop like that. So yeah, we're gonna be paying attention to these pairs right here. Definitely like that. But we still got 5 minutes. New 5 minute did just start. So I'm going to see how these candlesticks end and then go from there. Yeah, this thing is trying to drop down. It's not a terrible risk to reward. This thing looks like it's trying to drop down as well. Yeah, not a terrible risk to reward on gold though. I can see it dropping down a little bit more. Yeah, I can see this dropping down. I might get something written up. I might write something up for this. Now, it could retrace, so of course don't over leverage, but just looking at it on the bigger time frames, it's made a nice drop and then did a retest and drop. So I can see price trying to make a nice drop. And in the past few days, ever since it hit that level, it's just been slowly dropping down. And it's dropping as we speak. So we could potentially catch some pips. I'm gonna put my stop loss right here. So let me get this written up because I do like how this looks. So let me write this up right here. Then we're going to go over the stop loss and stuff. So SL, I'm looking at about like 1754. Let's say 1754. So for where it's currently at, 54 minus 41. About 1,300 pips, which ain't too bad. So I can see this. So we're going to wait and see what the next 15 looks like. So we'll get the TPs written out. So the price continues to push down. We can't see it potentially come to like 1730. But we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. And go from there. GP New Zealand, a nice rejection up. Now it's currently above the zone. So we're still going to wait for the next 15 on that as well. 80 New Zealand is still technically under this wall though. Doing a nice retest. Yeah, so we're going to wait for the next 15s and see what price is going to do from there. Okay, now it's trying to push underneath. Yeah, so we're going to see what these candlesticks are going to look like. There we go. Yeah, so we're just going to wait. Got 1 minute, like 40 seconds. New 15. Let's see what we're looking at. See what we're looking at. So it's currently dropping. Both of these are dropping. Gold looks like it's going to try to drop. I do like how this is looking right here. Stop loss from where it's currently at 93.55. It's about a 50 pip stop loss. Looks like it's trying to drop though. Let's see, still doing the retest. And gold looks like it's trying to drop. Whoops. It's definitely trying to break that level. GBPJPY looking like it's trying to drop to 59.20, where it's currently at. Let me do the math real quick. It's about a 60 pip stop loss. Let me write this up real quick. Yeah, I like how that's looking. Did a nice retest. It's dropping, trying to break past that level. Let me go off the 5 minute. Okay. The retest dropping. It's got a slight wall. If we can break through this level, we can definitely catch it. Decent amount of pips. It already made a nice staircase down. Zealand's doing a retest. Zealand's doing one. Gold. I like how it's looking though. US30 looks like it's trying to drop. GJ just broke underneath it. So if we could stay underneath it, we could catch like 30 pips. Yes, I'm still waiting, but do have a few potential setups. GJ tracing back up as well. Yeah, so we're gonna be waiting still. Well, now it wants to retrace. All right, that's no issue. So we're gonna let these keep doing their thing. Respecting that level as of now, which is a good sign. So is this. So I do like how these are looking. Still gonna wait though. Still waiting. But I do like how they're looking. All right, so a little bit of a slow morning, but it is Monday, so there's no surprise there. So I'm looking at possible gold sell. Looking at possible GJ. It is trying to make the move right now. Possible GBP New Zealand sell. Possible GC sell. Like how AD New Zealand is looking as well. Do like how these are looking. New Zealand's a little bit too far for us, so we're just gonna leave that alone. GJ trying to break farther down. Did a retest already. Interesting. So yeah, that's tempting to enter. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait. See how these candlesticks close. GN is trying to push back down. So let's see what the next 5 minute looks like. But I do like how they're looking so far. It's gonna be patiently waiting though. Yeah, that thing is ripping. So I'm gonna see how it reacts to that wall though, because it's about to hit a. It's hitting this wall, so I'm gonna see how it reacts to that first. Because we see last time price did that, rejected, pushed back up. So we're going to see how it reacts. We see it pushing up currently. So we got about 3 minutes to this 5 minute ends. So I'm gonna see what this 5 minute does. So still just gonna be patiently waiting. Oil rejected the 4 hours, pushing back up, which is no issue there. USDX is dropping. So it looks like they're trying to go down to the next level underneath on either the 4 hour or the daily in this wise. At least for right now, it looks like they're trying to do that. GN's turning red, which is good sign. Let's go. AD New Zealand's up to. So let's go back on the 15 though. Okay, we're on the 15. Okay, bet. So I do like how this is looking. Yeah, it just broke that level. Yeah, I like what it did there. Let's go back to gold. It's pushing back down. So I'm gonna wait for the next 15 for this. Probably gold as well. I like what GN's doing though. So let me see how it reacts to that level. So still rejecting that slightly. Okay. Yeah, I like what I see here. So let me write up AD New Zealand as well. So with this, if I enter the SL, it's going to be like 0.870. Do like how I just dropped underneath like that though. Not going to lie. But we do got this wall that's currently at, so we're going to see how it reacts to that wall. And then I'm going to have to do some deep back test and figure out TP points for AD New Zealand. But I do have the TPs for GN and for gold if we do hop in on these. So I'm going to be paying attention to GBP New Zealand, GJ, GN, AUD New Zealand, gold. Going watching oil, seeing if oil can break under, look for a possible sell setup on all the pairs I just listed, looking for sells on all of those. And that's really it for New York. I mean, London, New York. I'm going to look and see what else going down. I like how GBPJPY is looking as well. So I'm going to write the TPs up for GC as well because I do like how it's looking. So we're going to see what the next 15s look like for this. So if I do enter anything, of course, I'm going to post them into the Telegram. Make sure to join that first link in the description. I know it's a pretty slow stream, but you know, it is what it is, right? But I do see some possible setups coming and developing soon. So I'm definitely going to be staying on the charts to look out for that. Okay, that's ripping down. Okay, I like that. Definitely like that. But of course, for the members, in a few hours, I'm going to drop the New York price watch list and chart analysis. But I just want to look at GN because I do like how GN's looking. Could see a possible sell setup for GN. Depending on what the next candlestick looks like. We got about 3 minutes, so we're going to wait and see what this 3 minute looks like. Then we're going to go from there. Also got a 200 plus pip trade breakdown I'm dropping later today, probably in the afternoon. Be on the lookout for that. Step by step, exactly what I looked at, why we entered, all that good stuff. Yeah, but we're going to wait for this next candlestick. And if it stays underneath, yeah, I might enter. Let's see what goes up to. Yeah, so we're going to just be waiting. Got about 2 minutes. Put this aside. It did break under the first level. Yeah, so we're going to see what this next one looks like. All right, new 15. Let's see what it goes up to. So starting off red. So we're going to go back to that in a second. Let's look what GP New Zealand's up to. Doing a retest. GJ doing a retest. So it did a very almost similar move to this, like a smaller version. This is starting off red. So I do like how it is looking. Not going to lie. I like how it's looking. Stop loss is decent. 93.60. Where it's currently at. 93.60. About 65 pip stop loss. Yeah, so it's retesting this level, but we can stay underneath there. We can catch some pips. So I might jump in. Gold's doing a retracement, which works out for us. Let's see what oil's up to. Oil's shooting down. Interesting. US30. So for now, I'm leaving that stuff alone because it's just ranging. But oil's doing a nice push down, which is good. Which is probably why gold's pushing up. That's what GC up to. GC pushing up as well. GN retracing. GJ. It's looking tempting. So for where GJ is currently at 167.30. Let's do some quick math. So about 55 pips, which isn't too bad. Yeah, so we're gonna keep an eye on these. Yes, I'm gonna keep an eye on these, but as of now, they're doing a retest. So we might trade off this retest, but it shows us trying to push back down. So we're gonna see how far it's going to retest. At least wait till the next 5 or 10 minutes. Then, if I like what I see, y'all will be notified of my trade idea and the trade I entered. Then we'll go from there. But as you can see, pretty slow so far this morning. See what it looks like. It is rejecting so far, which is nice. Gold's doing a nice rejection as well. Yeah, so I'm going to see. Again, I'm going to wait at least the next 5 minutes to the next 2 5-minute candlesticks before I hop in anything. But I do like how this looks. Make sure that like button, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I drop that video later today. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at PlaymakerWay, same spelling as the YouTube. Am I waving it in the right direction? There we go. Y'all see it. And I'm going to see you on tomorrow's live stream.